Так, вроде все работает. О, господи. Всем привет, с вами Дан, Рина, Жека, Йоля. Так, у нас тут Dragon Age Origins наметился. Заранее. Лучше, конечно, заранее. Что в планах? Игра зависла, да? Нет, не зависла. Хорошо. В планах у нас что? В планах у нас... Пойти и загасить Флемет в конце-то концов. Сколько можно? Так, берем с собой. Кого берем с собой? Берем с собой Стена.
Yes.
Берем с собой Лилиану.
Indeed.
И нам нужен хил.
Yes.
По сути, что мы имеем? Раз, два, два двуручника. Раз, два, два разбойника. Раз, два, два мага. Одна собака. Два щитоносца. И голем. По-моему, вполне себе сбалансированная пати на БДСМ хотя. Пошли. Я вот думаю, сколько времени мы потратим на вот это вот все. Боже мой. Вообще с Флемет есть такой вариант, что ее можно не убивать. А, у Стэна прокачка пошла. Хитрости маловато, да, у него? Нужно 40 силы. 40 силы. И давай-ка телосложение вкачаем ему, чтобы он больше урона выдерживал. Далее. И... докачаем ветку двуручника у него.
I'm here.
Вот это here, но... Травник. Блин, вин еще не скоро вкачается. Жаль, жаль. Так, могучий удар. Неукротимость. Отлично. Че ты ржешь там? Хорошо.
Of course.
Of course, говорит она. Господи, твою мать, нас сейчас выебут, говорю я. Ну чё, пойдем?
And so you return. Lovely Morrigan has at last found someone willing to dance to her tune. Such enchanting music she plays, wouldn't you say?
А что, лучше плясать под твою?
Why dance at all? Why not sing? What has Morrigan told you? What little plan has she hatched this time?
Она знает, как ты продлеваешь свою противоестественную жизнь.
That she does. The question is, do you? Ah, but it is an old, old story. One that Flemeth has heard before, and even told. Let us skip right to the ending, shall we? Do you slay the old wretch as Morrigan bids, or does the tale take a different turn?
Что ты предлагаешь?
Morrigan wishes my grimoire? Take it as a trophy. Tell her I am slain.
Думаешь, она в это поверит?
We believe what we want to believe. It's all we ever do.
А что будет с тобой?
I go. Perhaps I surprise Morrigan one day. Or I may simply watch. It would be interesting to see what she does with her freedom. Enlightening, even. Would you give an old woman that?
И что мне с этого будет?
You get to keep her for a time.
Даже не думай.
Shame. What will it be then?
Теперь ты умрешь.
It is a dance poor Flemeth knows well. Let us see if she remembers the steps. Come. She will earn what she takes. I'd have it no other way.
Нам пиздец. Так. Ты какого хрена так близко стоишь-то? Твою мать, она сейчас отъедет, походу. Так, тотальный хил. Паралич попробуй. Недолго я держал паралич. Да вообще посрать, мне кажется. Я бы не сказал, что мы всасываем по полной, но мы всасываем по полной. Еще жив, смотри-ка. еще даже до половины не снесли. Ну еще. Ну плевать, он продолжает делать вещи. Так пролично не. Так, тотальный подхил. Что он там собирается делать, я не знаю. Надо ее вырубить. Так. Блин. Где-то Лилиана валяется. А, вон она. Твою мать, Вин отъехала, Вин отъехала. Так, это должен быть победный трай, потому что двое уже лежат, а Вин еще жива. На этот раз. Так, тотальный подхил. Как нихер делать. Как ты видишь, Лилиана успела отъехать 2 раза. Сцена успела отъехать 2 раза. Вин не отъехала ни разу. Ну и я. Это я, да. Успел полежать, отдохнуть, подумать о жизни. С 3-го трая получилось только. Потому что в 1-й раз у меня просто отъехала вся пати. Во 2-й раз отъехала Вин, причем сразу же, моментально. Ну и вот в 3-й раз, благо Вин осталась жива, а мы валялись неподалеку. Просто она в какой-то момент смогла нас поднять. Так. Я сейчас игру перезапущу. Так, все, вроде все работает, хорошо. Пошли к Мориган. Мориган. Неважно. А, может... Ну ты посмотри, короче. Все целебные припарки почти истратили. Все зелья маны, я считаю, тоже почти истратили. И это все на одного дракона. Только на одного. Книга в переплете из кожи подозрительного происхождения. Книга очень старая, но за ней бережно ухаживали. Страницы пахнут травами и древесным дымом. Замысловатое тиснение на обложке изображает дерево без листьев, зловещее в своей неподвижности.
Mother's real grimoire, is it? I am glad you were able to find it after all. My thanks for retrieving it. I shall begin studying it immediately and unlock the power that it holds.
Огромный бонус к магии. Неплохо, неплохо. Так, мантия обладания. Нормально. Кстати, что там у нас по инвентарю? Все нормально? Все нормально. Все, двинулись. А двинулись мы в Редклиф. Так, берем с собой Лилиану.
Indeed.
Обязательно Алистера.
Yes.
И Вин с собой тоже.
Yes.
Блин. Подожди, давай я сохранюсь для начала. Мало ли. Так, Лилиана, Алистер, Вин.
Yes.
Yes.
И идем мы в деревню Редклиф. Да. Что происходит опять?
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier.
Это что-то, что меня не порадует, да?
I don't know. I doubt it. I've never liked it, that's for sure. I told you before how Al Eamon raised me, right? That my mother was a serving girl at the castle and he took me in. The reason he did that was because, well, because my father was King Marek, which made Kaelin my half-brother, I suppose.
Значит, вот так. А что ж ты до этого так долго молчал?
I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
Ну, я тебя вполне понимаю.
Oh, good. I'm glad. It's not like I got special treatment for it anyhow. At any rate, that's it. That's what I had to tell you. I thought you should know about it.
Ты уверен? Ты ничего больше не скрываешь?
Besides my unholy love of fine cheeses and a minor obsession with my hair, no, that's it. Just the prince thing.
Значит, ты наследник престола.
Let's hope not. I'm the son of a commoner and a Grey Warden to boot. It was made very clear to me early on that there was no room for me raising any rebellions or such nonsense. And that's fine by me. No, if there's an heir to be found, it's Al Eamon himself. He's not of royal blood, but he is Kaelin's uncle, and more importantly, very popular with the people. Though, if he's really as sick as we've heard, no, I don't want to think about that. I really don't. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
А я тогда кто?
The reason I think we have a chance of setting things right.
А, корешок.
Going. Of course. All right.
Томас.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
Ты о чем? Что здесь случилось?
So you don't know? Has nobody out there heard?
Я слышу, что Эрл и Амон болен, если ты об этом.
He could be dead for all we know. Nobody's heard from the castle in days. We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying. We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, Al Eamon's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
Ну да. Порождения тьмы нам не хватало.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainersphere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan. Though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Ten Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things.
Твоим племянником?
I refer to Kaelin, of course. Our sister was Queen Rowan, King Merrick's wife and Kaelin's mother. Make her rest her soul.
So, you are a Grey Warden as well? Is it possible we've met? You seem very familiar.
Ты мог кстати моего отца, Терна Кусланда.
Ah, yes, that's it, exactly. A pleasure to meet you indeed, though I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother? Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
А что за страшные твари?
Some call them the walking dead, decomposing corpses returning to life with a hunger for human flesh. They hit again the next night. Each night they come with greater numbers. With Kaelin dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. Alistair, I hate to ask, but I desperately need the help of you and your friends.
It isn't just up to me. Though the Grey Wardens don't stand much chance against Loghain without Arleman.
Ну, мы поможем.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
Расскажи еще про себя.
This is hardly the time to be discussing personal details, don't you think? We will have to fight for our lives very shortly.
Вот потому я и хочу что-нибудь у вас узнать.
I suppose that's not too much to ask. I did not mean to be brusque.
Почему вы остались? Почему и не ушли?
After the first attack, I wanted to go for help, but I couldn't just leave these people. The Bannon gear up to battle Loghain while Darkspawn loom to the south. Loghain won't send anyone, so Redkliff is on its own.
Что будет, если Рамон умрет?
I don't know. If Connor lives, he'll be the Arl and I'll need to help him with it. If he's... well, I don't want to think about that.
Вы опытный воин?
Skilled enough to know there are many far better than myself.
Тогда давай вернемся к делу.
Good, then my secrets are still safe. I was worried for a moment there.
Что это за твари нападают на селян?
I do not know. They seem to be walking corpses, men with rotting flesh that continue to attack even with the gravest injuries.
Undead, perhaps. Spirits possessing the bodies of the dead. We could be dealing with a mage, but who would do such a thing?
Так, у вас здесь есть кто-нибудь из рыцарей Эрла и Амона?
I have those few who returned from their quest. You know of this, yes?
Из похода за урну священного праха?
Yes, I question Isolde's decision to send so many knights in search of this relic. But I am a practical man, whereas she is a woman of great faith. Sir Perth was one of the knights sent on this quest. Perhaps you should speak to him if you wish to learn more.
Почему вы здесь, в церкви, вместе с селянами?
Sir Perth insists. He wants me to be with the villagers, so everyone he needs to protect is in one place. I don't mind, to be honest. The point of all this is to protect the villagers, and I can do that best here. This is the last line of defense, should things go amiss.
Может, вам здесь нужны еще воины?
We could bring some men in to stand beside me, but I'd rather keep the monsters away from the villagers if possible.
Что будет, когда бой закончится?
Hopefully we can find the source and stop it before it causes any more damage. With luck, we'll also find Eamon and be able to help him.
Ну, пойду займусь делом.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
Let us pray. Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight. Blessed art thou who seeks his forgiveness. Blessed art thou who seeks his return. Blessed is the prophetess, his daughter, sacrificed to the holy flame. May the chant reach the Maker's ears and tell him of our contrition.
Why haven't Mother and Father returned yet?
They're gone,
Yes.
dear boy. Gone on a long trip.
When will they be back? I miss them.
Be brave, young man. Your parents would want that. We need you here to protect the rest of us. Yes?
I guess I can do that.
There's a good lad. In the morning, we'll look for your parents. In the morning.
You are a stranger amongst us, yet you still agree to defend our village in its darkest hour. We are most grateful to you.
Ну, когда победит, тогда и поблагодарить.
I will be grateful of your attempt, even if it fails. We can ask no more. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers. Surely this cannot be the entire village. These few are all who are left. All those who cannot defend themselves, yes. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task?
В церкви впрямь безопасно?
It is the sturdiest building in the village. The women, elderly, and children will stay here during the battle, while the militia and knights protect them. They set up a barricade outside the chantry to keep monsters from getting inside. If anything gets in, Ban Tegan is our only defense. Please, have mercy. Help these people. Do whatever you can.
Мне хотелось получить ваше благословение.
Of course, child. Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight. Blessed art thou who seeks his forgiveness. Blessed art thou who seeks his return. Blessed is the prophetess, his daughter, sacrificed to the holy flame. May the chant reach the Maker's ears and tell him of our contrition.
Допустим.
I'm scared, Mother. When are the bad men coming?
Soon, darling. Don't worry. Everything will be all right.
I want to go home. Where's Father? Why can't we go home?
I already told you. Father is outside defending the village from the bad men. We must stay here and be brave. Can you do that?
I guess so.
We should have loaded up the wagons and taken our chances on the road.
I'm scared.
Крепись.
Going. You're a Grey Warden, right? Were you in Ostagar? In the Korkari Wilds? My husband and son went there to bring the chant of light to the chastened. But I haven't heard from them since.
Ты Джетта?
I am. You've heard of me?
Твой муж и сын мертвы.
I thought that might be the case. Thank you for telling me.
Конечно.
Maker's blessings upon you. Good day. Good day.
Так, Вин, а ты же можешь сделать... Склянка, реагент для возгонки. Много всего надо.
I'm so scared, Father. What are we going to do?
Silence, girl. Do you want the children to hear you?
But night is coming. The monsters will return and we sit here and wait for them.
We have no choice. We must pray and hope for the Maker's compassion. I'm too old to fight. It's frustrating to stand in here and watch the young take up arms.
If monsters make it to the chantry, they will break through the windows and slay us all.
Да.
Sorry, am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
Ну что с тобой? Почему ты плачешь?
Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere.
How terrible. You poor thing. I wish there was something we could do to help.
And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
Почему он решил убежать? Ты не знаешь?
He said something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone.
Grief can make us do many things that don't make any sense, I'm afraid.
I hope he didn't try to go to the castle. Oh, that would be awful.
Ты пытался его искать?
I went to our house. It's by the square. He wasn't there. I searched the rest of the village too. I called and I called, but he never answered. I wonder if he ran off into the woods. I'm so worried. Without me, he has nobody.
Я его поищу.
You will? Thank you so much. Please find him.
Так, ладно.
I can't believe how cowardly and selfish Twin is being. I'm telling the missus he doesn't deserve her blackberry tart anymore.
I don't want to think about that. I guess this might be the last night after all. The king isn't coming. Nobody is.
So what can we do? Leave? Try to get out of the village? And abandon everyone? No, we fight.
We've no other choice.
Good there.
Still no sign of them coming back from the castle, Murdoch.
Tell them to maintain watch. I don't want a surprise attack before the sun goes down.
Yes, sir. What should we do until then?
Pray, and hope for a miracle. So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I heard they all died with the king.
А ты не слышал часом, что это мы короля убили?
Could be that I did. We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
Well, we do want to help however we can. You can trust us.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
Ну, не теряй надежды, старик. Вместе мы одолеем зло.
I hope you're right. I've been trying to hold us together, but it isn't easy. Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge.
Настроение.
Morale's about what you'd expect. These men aren't soldiers. They're villagers defending their homes, and they're frightened. It would help if we had decent equipment. There weren't enough swords in Owen's shop, and the men's armor is nearly falling off. I don't think we're in any shape to fight. We'll do our best, of course, but, well, I have my doubts. I just hope I'm alive tomorrow morning.
Хочу спросить кое о чем.
Oh? Ask away.
Расскажешь, что здесь произошло?
Don't rightly know. We heard the Arl was sick and getting worse, but after a while we heard nothing at all. A few folks went up to the castle to see what was going on. They couldn't get in. Nobody was there, not a soul. And then those horrid creatures attacked the village. They were everywhere, people dying. It was awful. Good thing Ban Tegan was here.
А бежать отсюда не пытались?
Some did, yes. They put their belongings together and ran. And creatures attacked them on the road. We only know because the survivors came running back.
Так, хочу обсудить еще кое-что.
All right.
Чем я могу помочь?
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
А почему он не хочет с тобой разговаривать?
His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first.
Кто-нибудь еще умеет с железом работать?
Not by nightfall, and not well enough that I'd be happy to test it in combat. If there were others, don't you think I'd ask them?
Что еще тебе нужно?
We could use some extra bodies. Having a veteran like Dwin in the militia would help a lot, but he flat out refuses.
Кто такой этот Двин?
He's a trader, a dwarf, lives near the lake. Locked himself up in his home with some of his workers, he has. Says he doesn't need any of us. We could use somebody with his fighting experience, but he won't come out.
Так.
Shouldn't you be trying to reason with Owen? Oh? Ask away.
Где можно разжиться необходимым?
If you want weapons and such, you'd go to the blacksmith, but there isn't much left there.
Ничего такого, что можно было бы купить или продать, не осталось.
Commerce isn't exactly our biggest concern right now, but you might want to speak to Lloyd at the tavern. I wouldn't trust him, though. Shouldn't you be trying to reason with Owen? Oh, ask away.
Почему вы расположились здесь?
We're the last defenders of them folks in the chantry. The women, elderly, and the children. They're the ones we need to protect. No matter what happens, we can't let them evil things in there. If they die, the village is done.
Ладно.
Right. Let's hope we see morning.
Так, ну чё? Пойдем пройдемся для начала. Озеро Калинфорд. Купаться запрещено. Сейчас тут полутаем, походим. Так, иди. На минутку.
Yes.
And I'm off.
Ламповое масло пригодится.
All right.
О, дом Двина.
Going.
Так, дверь заперта. Похоже, что ее недавно ремонтировали. Вскрывай замок. Взламывай. Открыто.
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home.
Я ищу меч Кунари, который ты купил.
You broke into my house for that?
Surrender the blade before I lose patience, dwarf.
So it's your sword. Farron didn't mention he took it off a live giant.
Может, отдашь ему меч, пока не запахло жареным?
You know, that sounds like a great idea. Now, why don't you take your sword and leave?
Мэрик сказал, что ты нужен ему в ополчении.
So what? You're recruiting for him? I'll tell you what I told Murdoch. I'm not risking my neck for this town.
Или умрешь там, или прямо здесь и сейчас.
So, that's what it comes down to, huh? Fine. I'll go. If you want me out there so badly.
Благодарю.
Don't thank me. I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this because of you. Go tell Murdoch you won. And I better see you out there in the square when those creatures come.
Самое главное, прийти не забудь, засранец. Так, Лилиана, за работу. У нас тут сундук, который надо вскрыть. Нужен ключ. Твою мать.
And I'm off.
Так, как я понимаю, мы получили меч Стена, да? Вот он. На.
Strange. I had almost forgotten it. Completion. Are you sure you were a Grey Warden? I think you must be an Ashkari to find a single lost blade in a country at war.
Что будешь делать теперь?
My sword is in my hand again. I should put it to use. And I could deliver a much more satisfying answer to the Arishok's question if the blight were ended. Don't you agree?
Всецело?
Then lead the way.
Так. Блин. Ну, меч 13-20, похуже, чем Юсарис. 15-50.
Vashaden.
Yes.
Ну все, в принципе, здесь. Кто там остался? Мелкий пиздюк. Когда вы подходите к шкафу, внутри что-то шевелится. Вы неожиданно слышите короткий вздох, после чего снова наступает тишина. Открывай.
Ah, what are you doing? All right, I'll come out. Please, don't hurt me. I'll go back to the chantry if you want. I didn't mean any harm.
Это твой дом?
Yes. It was my mother's house. She's dead now. And Caitlin said we have to move away if we survive.
Как тебя зовут?
It's Bevan. My sister is Caitlin. She's probably at the chantry looking for me.
И что ты там внутри делал?
I can't tell you. It's a secret.
Уверен? Ну то смотри, я могу помочь.
You could. Alright, I guess. Father said I could have his sword when I grew up. It was grandfather's. And grandfather was a great dragon slayer. I thought, if I was brave like grandfather, I could use his sword and kill the bad people who took mother.
А ты не слишком ли юн, чтобы мечом драться?
No. Well, maybe the sword was too heavy for me. I guess I'm not as strong as I thought I was.
Где сейчас этот меч?
In the chest. In Mother's room. Father gave me a key, but I'm not supposed to give it to anyone.
Но ведь этот меч еще не пригодится бы для спасения деревни.
I guess you're right. I should help defend the village, shouldn't I? Father would have if he were here. Oh, alright. Here's the key. I hope you use it to kill a lot of those bad people. I should go back to the chantry. Good luck.
Меч себе раздобыли. Новый. Зачем-то. Девять, 10. Ну, пусть будет. Так, пошли дальше.
I don't like being out here, Dwin. The mayor's giving me the evil eye.
And well he should. Because you're a good-for-nothing liar and a thief. Well, we don't understand why we're out here. We're out here because I say we're gonna help these people. And since I pay your wages, you're gonna do as I say.
Oh, sure, boss. Whatever you say.
These humans don't know the hilt of a sword from the pointy end. This ought to be interesting.
Так.
Right away.
Хорошо.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left.
О, ну, кузнец, это ты? Мне нужно с тобой поговорить.
Huh? Who is that? What do you want? I've been through enough.
Ну, я не очень люблю разговаривать через двери. Можно войти?
All right, all right. Let me undo the locks. All I ask is that you don't make any trouble.
Oh.
Maker's breath. What is that smell? It's like someone set a brewery on fire.
Somebody's been drinking.
So I let you in. You wanted to talk. Now we're talking. Mind telling me who you are?
Айден, серый страж. Помогу Барону Тегану.
A Grey Warden, is it? It takes all kinds. Anyhow, my name's Owen, though you might already know that. Care to join me as I get besotted? Or is there something in particular you wanted?
Что знает о происходящем?
You mean why are these creatures attacking the village? Obviously something wicked corrupts the castle. My daughter used to tell me the Alistera was up to something, hiding things from her husband. I told Velena she was imagining things, but maybe the Alistera was involved in something. Blood magic, maybe.
Думаешь, это из-за этого? Из-за Алистера Рамон заболел?
I'd never make such accusations, but maybe if she was using foul magic, then maybe she just did at that.
Что еще знаешь про Алистеру?
Only that she's an Orlesian girl from beyond the Western Mountains. Far too young for our Arl. That's what I say. And too proud and headstrong from the sounds of it.
Ты об этом еще кому-нибудь говорил?
Of course not. And who would I tell? And what good would it do now, eh? I just wish I'd paid more heed to my girl.
Что еще говорила твоя дочь?
She thought the Alistera was having an affair with some tutor she hired for the boy, Connor. I never listened much to her talk about it, though I wish now I had. It doesn't matter anyway. She's lost to me, and I can't do anything about her warnings now.
Спроси, хочу.
Like what?
Кузница закрыта, значит?
Look around. The militia took everything they could use. I could start up the forge again, but I won't, since Murdoch won't listen to me.
Не хочешь? Уверен, что не хочешь выручить меня?
If you mean you want me to smith something for you, then no. but feel free to take whatever's left. Don't suppose it matters much anymore.
А зачем ты тут у себя в кузнице заперся?
My girl, Velena, is one of the Alistera's maids, and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone!
Ты собираешься просто напиться до смерти?
Why not? It's not like we're going to live past the night anyhow. Or are you going to save us?
Да.
Is that so? Maybe it's the drink talking, but you almost sound like you believe that. It'd do me the world of good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night.
Что насчет ополчения? Им нужна твоя помощь.
If you look for Velena, I'll reopen the smithy and make some repairs for the militia. I can do that much.
А если она погибла?
It would be better than going to my grave wondering.
Ну, постараюсь, как смогу.
Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either. I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
Ну, я ее найду.
We will do our best. Please believe us, friend.
I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least. Right then. It seems I have some work to do relighting the forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill. Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
Yes.
Hey, I see you found my hiding place. I stuck some old equipment in there before Murdoch could get his hands on it. I don't think there's anything you'll need in there. But it's hard to say. I was in a bit of a rush when I filled it up.
А ополчение-то не могло бы пригодиться?
Not if I'm going to repair the equipment they have. That stuff is old anyhow. Yeah, let me open it for you. I have the key.
Топор, кинжал. Ну, всякое барахло в основном. Да, в основном всякое барахло.
I must admit, it feels good to be up and doing something finally. There's no way I'm sobering up before morning, however.
Так.
Right. I haven't got much, obviously, but I'll do whatever I can for you.
Чертежи. Оружие. Броня. Надо бы еще в таверну, конечно, сходить. Таверну, на мельницу, все дела. Ну, на этом давай пока закончим. А в следующей серии продолжим. С вами были Дан, Трина, Жека, Лёля. Всем счастливо и всем пока.